Alain Alexanian, the chef and owner of an acclaimed restaurant in Lyon, France, is visiting remote areas of Armenia to teach classes in the art of gourmet cooking. This year, Alexanian was invited to participate in the Honey and Berry Festival of Tavush, where the renowned chef has been preparing delectable juices using local berries, herbs, and honey, and making demonstrations of how to blend the bounties of nature. If the weather is cold, we add hot water to this juice mix. If the weather is hot, we add cold water. It's made entirely with locally sourced ingredients. The Honey and Berry Festival of Tavush has a unique place among Armenia's summer festivals. It's held annually in the border city of Berd. In the course of the one-day event, visitors can enjoy and buy traditional Armenian honey, whose ancient fame is now spreading beyond the borders of Armenia. Beekeeping has always been an important Armenian occupation. The latest findings show that honey producers in Armenia, which sits on the Silk Road, bartered honey for various commodities with Chinese and Indian traders. Now in its 5th year, the festival seeks to help revitalize the border region, featuring musical performances and other fun activities. The event draws hundreds of participants from Berd and nearby communities. Festival goers are familiarized with the rich diversity of honey obtained from the flowers of northern Armenia by sampling varietals and asking questions to the beekeepers. The festival is also a great opportunity for beekeepers and honey producers to meet while showcasing their products. Much of this year's honey is full-bodied. That's because, in general, it's sourced from a variety of flowers. On the other hand, honey produced in mountainous meadows, where quite a few beekeepers have placed their beehives, is light-colored, owing to the fact that usually there's only a single type of flower in those areas. This one here is dark and rich, with great health benefits for adults. As for children, lighter honeys would be more suitable for them. At first, the festival seemed like a curious novelty to Volodya Grigoryan, who has been a traditional beekeeper and honey seller for the past 35 years. He decided to participate in the festival as a vendor and has never regretted it. This festival was started by John Heffern. He's been a constant presence in the past 5 years. He goes from stall to stall, buys a kilo of honey from each, and 5 kilos from myself. In the vastness of nature, bees are not constrained by borders. They fly hundreds of kilometers, often crossing to the other side of the border in pursuit of precious nectar. In this border region, animal farming has become dangerous, while beekeeping remains viable. This region has always been renowned for its animal farming, but today that industry no longer exists because of constant gunfire from the Azerbaijani side. Beekeeping is not affected because national borders have no bearing on a bee. It can cross the border, bring back its nectar, and make honey. I think in our border villages, beekeeping can make great strides. The Sahman organization was established to help boost the economies of border villages in Tavush, thereby giving residents an incentive not to abandon their ancestral lands. Through the support of our donors, we make grants and provide villagers with beehives. Of the honey they produce, they keep some for their families and either sell or barter the remainder. Per our agreement, each beneficiary beekeeper must donate 1 kilo of honey to a local kindergarten every year. Also supporting local villagers is the Kanach Arahet organization, which assists women in gathering and selling wild berries. Dedicated to sustainable farming and environmental protection, the organization places particular emphasis on harvesting organic fruits. The villagers have been provided with seedlings and farming equipment. We also help them pack and label their products according to up-to-date marketing standards. Berd resident Katya Melikian has picked berries from the area's forest since childhood. Although the traditional way of preserving berries is to make jams out of them, Katya is now also able to pack and sell fresh berries, thanks to the support of Kanach Arahet. This is mulmulan berry, which promotes heart health and helps fight hypertension. We use mulmulan to make jams and juices. This is mulmulan juice. We pick the fruit from remote mountains. Villagers here obtain and store the bounty of Armenia's forests, its berries and honey, which is considered the queen of foodstuffs, in a tense border environment, often coming under enemy fire. We're already used to the gunfire. We'll never abandon our borders.